also a goddamn death sentence. Hello, everybody, dear listeners. It's People Talk. We're back. You thought we were canceled? Hell nah. We're back. And guess what? We got a new co-host. It's Blanca Stark. And we've got a whole ass intern working the knobs in the booth, Sophia Adams.
She doesn't like my knobs.
You guys want to say hello?
Hello. Hello. Thank you for having me. I'm excited to be here.
Intern Sophia, I'm giving you permission to use your microphone if you want to.
Is this working?
All right, that's enough. If you even look at that microphone for the rest of the show, I swear to God, Sophia, I swear to God,
Jesus.
I'll come into that sound booth. And we have our guest today, Veronica Barlowe, the new owner,
Wow.
the first owner of Los Santos's premier coffee spot, Bean Machine.
Hello.
How's it going, Veronica?
And you look wonderful today.
No, you look wonderful. Hey, Greg, I'm still in your future wifey.
Oh my God.
No, I'm good. It's great. It's a great day. I've had my morning coffee. You know, I'm fantastic.
Why do you sound like we're pointing guns at you? You sound scared and meek.
We are.
I mean, you are holding guns again. Look at you. You have a gun to my head.
Okay.
And Blanca over here, she's got a gun to my nipple.
The listener didn't need to know that part. Listener, could you ignore that? We even if we did have guns pointed at her, it doesn't matter. And listen, if you don't fucking start speaking with your chest, then I might get a little itchy trigger finger. You know what I'm saying?
Okay. Yep, understood.
All right. Well, here we are. Blanca, I'm going to turn it over to you. Fucking show us what you got. You're the host right now. Hey.
Okay,
Blanca,
stop pointing the gun at me now.
All right, listen. I'm going to point the gun where I'm going to point the gun. You're on my property and you're locked in here.
Yes, sir.
Blanca, you're the new co-host. I'm gonna let you run this thing. We're gonna see what you got. This is sort of like a live interview that everybody will listen to and critique.
Okay. All right. I guess, dear listener, I know you can't see Veronica, but she's sitting here and she looks absolutely lovely. And my first question for you, Veronica, is what was your drive to want to own Bean Machine? And what do you think really pushed you to achieve that goal?
You know, when I first came to the city, I saw these, the little corner stores and little coffee shops. I was like, I really want to own a coffee store because I don't think many people know I am a coffee fiend. I run on coffee. If I don't have coffee, I malfunction. I'm very weird like that.
I love that. And I've been multiple times and I love it. I think the place is just so cute. And I love that you guys have so much to offer. And like, not only do you offer coffee, but you also offer hookah, which is like completely exclusive to your store. And what has the success been with like that part of your store?
It's been pretty good. I'd definitely say I definitely need to push the tobacco out a little bit more. I want people to come and hang out and chill and take the opportunity just to, sit down, kick your feet back, smoke some hookah, and then just drink some coffee and chill with your friends.
So listener, that means you need to get your ass to the Bean Machine and try out some hookah. They got so many different flavors. Like they're like all fruity and it's crazy. Yeah, go ahead.
Wait, you guys got fucking hookahs?
Yeah. So we have hookahs on all the tables. And our flavored tobacco is so we have cherry, apple, banana, grape, and blueberry.
Do you have
and the smoke is colored?
Do you have Old Sailor's Delight by chance?
All right, Grandpa, we're moving past that.
Do you have sandalwood and frankincense?
No, but I'm sure I could find something for you that would be very similar.
This dude wants to smoke the potpourri that's in the bathroom right now.
Listen, back in my day, we didn't have fruits, Blanca. Okay.
Oh, fruits are just a new thing to people right now?
They invented
just
fruits
in the 20th century. They literally invented fruits in the 1900s.
We didn't have anything that was sweet and delicious. You ate sand and you ate gravel, and you were glad to have food.
Oh God.
All right.
It's a rough time.
I know, right? Kind of crazy.
Sorry, I derailed that a little bit. Continue.
That is okay. Back to the coffee shop. So, Veronica, what is your favorite coffee that you sell?
My favorite coffee has to be it's gotta be the iced latte. You know,
Ooh.
I'm such a basic bitch for iced latte.
Look, there's nothing wrong with being a basic bitch, okay? Like, being a basic bitch is like kind of iconic. Let's be honest.
You just throw some caramel syrup in there, and oh, jeez,
Absolutely,
you have an orgasm in a
yes.
cup.
Oh my god. Yes, absolutely. So good.
I do
Mine's
think
the
it's
espresso.
interesting.
I love espresso.
I think it's interesting that basic bitchness has kind of come full circle. Like I remember when people started saying that, and it was just an insult. But now people like own that. I am a basic bitch.
Right? You know, there's nothing wrong with being a basic bitch. Sometimes it's easy. It's easy to be a
Exactly.
basic bitch. Less
And
drama.
not only is it like easy to be a basic bitch, like a lot of people just assume that like I feel like there's the stereotypical basic bitch and then there's like a different kind of basic bitch. Like I
Oh, you
don't
mean
know
the
if that's really like I think of basic bitch as like Ugg boots and leggings and neck
just
scarves,
get
but
it. And
like
oh,
yeah.
you forgot the pumpkin spice latte too.
Yep. The girls that get it, and the girls that don't. And I'm gonna leave it at that.
That is true.
Yeah, and it's
But
like,
Veronica,
oh, sorry.
no, please go ahead.
Well,
I'm
I was
sorry.
just
Go
gonna
ahead.
say, like, back to the basic bitch thing. It's like, I mean, God, like, and all these ladies are like, I want to be financially self-sufficient, and I want to have my own job, and like, I think I'm right here with you guys. I totally agree. I think women should just kind of go back to how it used to be.
You know, why have your own
It'd be
job when you can
easier.
run your whole ass business?
Yeah, exactly. Why work a job when you can own a business? I love that for you, by the way. Like,
Oh, none of this.
congratulations, because that is
Thank you.
great for you. Like, that is actually such a great thing. And
Yeah,
you're like
you
one
know,
of very few people in the city who actually get to say that they own a business. And more power to you for being a woman as a business owner, because we don't have a lot of those, and I really love that for you.
yeah, it's definitely been an experience, and growing up with Matt Sutton as my dad, he really teaches you to be, strong, independent, just live a good life,
Mhm.
and that's the principles I'll always stay on.
Yeah, I mean, you gotta be a strong person not in order to be a successful person, but I feel like people who have like stronger morals and like higher values definitely can push themselves a little further than people who don't respect themselves as much.
I
Like
mean,
you really have to
definitely,
drive to like, you know, things. And I think
yeah.
you've done a great job of like showing that that's what you have to do.
So just for the record, you don't think it would be better if Hanzo were running the business and you focused more on like making sure the tablecloths were straight
I
and
mean,
like
no, because the
folding the
motherfucker don't
napkins.
work.
Okay, I'm gonna stop you right there. I think Veronica was the best fit for the job. I think I don't understand what kind of question that was. Like,
What?
why do you think that she should be the one straightening the tablecloths?
It's I mean, it's kind of called it's kind of called
It's no.
woman's work for a reason.
Nobody calls it woman's work except for
Yeah,
you. Get with the times.
Shh.
Um,
I mean, all right, I'll give her that. She did survive falling off of a whole ass bridge.
Oh, you mean the
She's
bitch
a
you threw me off?
She survived falling
Yeah.
off a whole ass bridge, so she has at least got the physical fortitude, I think, that the job requires.
I mean, it's definitely, definitely have the physical situation going on because, the only reason I fell off that bridge was because you was losing, if you remember correctly.
I've never, just for the record, listeners, I've never thrown anybody off of anything, much less a whole bridge.
Mm-hmm.
Sorry to derail things
okay.
again.
It's,
Apologies.
it's okay.
it's
I got my
okay. It's okay.
revenge.
Oh. So, Veronica, I was looking at your vibe a little bit, trying to, gather some information, ask some questions, and I see that you post a lot of photos, which are beautiful. And
Yeah.
in those photos, you're wearing so many different outfits, which I love. And the one that stands out to me the most, which I also took part of, was obviously the Free the Nipple movement.
Oh, yes.
Which I am a strong supporter of. I know you're a strong supporter of. I interviewed you about it for an upcoming story.
Yep.
Coming soon, listeners. Make sure to watch out for that. Sorry for the shameless plug. But
Wait.
do you want to?
Wait.
That was beautiful.
Speaking of, do you have like an ETA on a when that's ready to go to the printers?
I have a few more people to talk to about it. I'm not sure when this podcast is going to be posted. I'm hoping, like, from recording date, I'm hoping maybe by the end of the week, I'll have maybe some kind of rough draft semi-ready to be published.
All right, yeah.
So
we're recording. What's the date? The 28th.
28th.
Yeah, it's the 28th. This will probably go out on the 29th. End of the week should
Oh
still
fuck!
be
So I'm not gonna have
still
that.
be current. Well, it'll be the end of the week, right?
Hopefully,
Yeah,
I'm
you'll be
hoping
good.
so. Yeah. But anyways, Veronica, back to the Free the Nipple movement. I obviously myself partook. I strong supporter. I think females need a voice. I think we should not be ashamed of ourselves. Listeners who know me know that I wear very revealing clothing, but what people don't understand as us as women, like the clothes that we wear, in my opinion, like I wear them for myself. I wear them because I feel like I look good. Do you want to comment about, the Free the Nipple movement and like your stances and kind of just reiterate some of the stuff we've already talked about?
Yeah, I mean, for the longest time, like, my mother, before she passed away, she was very modest. She didn't believe in anything like that. She believed in, she was very traditional, as did Doris here. She believed that, the women should have stayed in the home and all this crap, which is fucking bullshit, if you ask me.
From a certain point of
Agreed.
view.
From the correct point of view.
The home is just so safe, nothing bad's gonna happen to you in the home.
The home is safe, but at the same time, like I don't feel like I should be confined to, just one fucking house all day.
It's
when
your
I could
it's your
be
palace,
out
you're not
chilling.
confined. It's not a gilded cage.
It's not a palace, it's a prison.
Yeah, so she sort of brought me up to, always cover up and all this fucking other shit. And honestly, as I got older, I'm like, why am I hiding my body again? This is it's I got a good body. I'm just saying. I
You
got
do.
good
You have a
fucking
wonderful
nipples,
body. You're
and I am never
beautiful.
going to wear a fucking bra because it's a booby trap.
They are. They literally
They're
just are so
uncomfortable.
confining. Like they
Stick
hurt.
into you. You have fucking underwire for no goddamn fucking reason. Boobs support themselves.
Exactly.
Ladies, just take the bras off and burn them. Fuck bras.
Don't they make them without underwires though?
They do, but they're
I'm
still
not
very uncomfortable.
I'm not too up to date on bra technology, to be honest.
I think the only
Stop all that clapping. Quiet in the sound
clapping
room.
from the intern.
Intern Sophia, what's your stance on keeping those sin pillows caged up?
I
First of
absolutely
all, they're
loathe
called
bras.
boobies, not sin pillows. Just throwing that out there. Breasts, if you will. Sorry, Sophia.
Tatas. Say it. Will you say it again, Sophia?
I was saying I absolutely loathe bras.
Hell yeah. Say it again for the people in the back.
Okay. All right. All right. I see how this is going.
But like, let's look at it from like an anatomy point of view. Why should women cover up the things that were given to them to provide for new life? Why should we feel ashamed in having breasts? Like, I don't understand what makes people so afraid to look at a woman's nipple compared to a man's nipple. They're the exact same thing, except women have more fat on their breasts than men have on their chest. It makes no sense to me.
It's that's all it is, I can tell you, you know what? Actually, I don't understand why. Okay, that's it, Madison. You can, you can freely walk around without shit on, correct?
Yeah, I can walk around as long as my my bits specifically located in the boxer region aren't exposed, I'm good. I can, yeah.
Yeah. So, what's the difference with women walking around with no shirt on and showing the nipple? Is it,
Because
is it just
our
because we
nipples are
breastfeed?
stationary. They don't do anything. Like we can just walk around and they're just chilling. But y'all's are like like wiggling around and they're
And
moving
what's
all
the
over the
problem with
place.
that?
It's distracting.
I mean, a fat man's boobs wiggle around. And that's
Yeah,
not
no, I
offensive to
guess you're
anyone.
right. Well, maybe to some people.
The
I
only
wouldn't say to
reason
anybody.
the only reason it makes you uncomfortable is because that women have been sexualized for so long that it appears that nipples are something that should be covered, or women's
Well,
nipples, I
that's
should
insane.
specify.
I think men get sexualized too. There's definitely. I mean, there's like a whole
Could definitely whip with this.
Magic Mike series that is specifically geared to titillate moms around the world. They're like, Channing Tatum is so handsome.
Wonderful movie, by the way.
No, I never actually found him attractive. Is that terrible to say?
He kind of looks like a brick.
I don't think so.
He's got a weird
Okay.
face. He's got a hot body, but he's got a weird face.
True.
He's definitely
I
a
agree.
butterface. I just, so I don't really understand titty physics. But if you have really big ones, like if you didn't have like some support structure in place, like wouldn't it fuck your back up or like?
Well, you can have support. But for me personally, like I like to let him just, hang freely.
So that doesn't
I mean, they've stayed
like
perky so far.
like your back's fine. Like it doesn't.
My back's perfectly fine. Yeah. I mean, it just depends. Like, if let's say Blanca had double D's, right? And her posture was terrible. Of course she's gonna have a bad back. Of course it's gonna hurt. Like, she's got extra weight.
Like pulling
And,
down on it,
yeah, pulling down on the already bad posture. And this is what not many people realize. There's to a certain extent, you can run around without a bra on. Yeah, if you have like these big ass fucking watermelons, and yeah, you're fucked.
Exactly.
It's definitely gonna hurt. It's the same as if you have big balls. It's they're gonna drag a little.
Oh yeah, no, that's I can't describe the agony. You have to be very tactical as a male about how you sit down.
Yeah, because I've seen a few men definitely sit on their balls in my lifetime.
That's why we man spread. People say it's like a weird dominance play, but it's just really uncomfortable for those guys to
It's
get.
just yeah.
You gotta give them some room.
It's the same with women. Sometimes you gotta give the baby some room.
All right,
Agreed.
okay.
Why
I think
keep them trapped up in a bra?
I think I get it. I think I'm starting to understand.
Good. I'm glad
They're
you're
basically
starting
just
to
like
come around.
balls. At the end of the day,
Basically like balls.
People say that women have no balls, but technically we have balls on our chest.
But at the same time, they shouldn't be covered. We're missing the point of the whole free the nipple movement.
Oh, yeah,
Balls,
sorry.
I mean, I guess if you want to free ball it. But again, free the nipple. That's my
Yeah,
stance.
nipple people are so terrified of the nipple, and I don't understand why. Like, it's one thing as a man's nipple, except for when we have an added feature. We can breastfeed. That's it's other
some
than
of us
that.
can breastfeed.
Well, yeah, men can lactate. But it's not commonly known. And not only that, there is no difference between us because a man can also get breast cancer.
This is true.
So, the nipple, let it fucking be. Don't be so
Exactly.
terrified of it. You see a mom breastfeeding, leave her the fuck alone.
So it all comes down to
Yeah.
it's ultimately worse for and harder to be a man because not only can we get breast cancer, we can also get testicular cancer. So it really we're the ones who have it hard, really.
Oh
we
yeah,
can get
men live the
ovarian
worst
cancer.
lives.
It's just so hard, just being a
Oh,
guy all
yeah.
the time.
So hard being a man.
I'm always when I've got to pee, I'm like I've got so many options. I could pee everywhere, and
Oh, yeah,
how am I
that'd
gonna
be
I
nice.
mean, we also can pee everywhere. I feel like that's also a thing that's not widely talked about. I
we
don't
also definitely
understand
have
why
sheebies.
it's so different.
Well, specifically because you'd have to have special pants to or just take your pants all the way off. We can just do a little unzip, bam, and then there you, it's just the process is easier for us.
I'm actually jealous.
That's
I
true.
will say the one thing about guys I'm jealous of is the boxers because they can just open the boxer up and
I don't know any guys
Yeah, they have that little hole.
I don't know any guys that use that hole though. That hole's actually a
You know,
trap.
I have known many people to use that hole.
Because sometimes you'll be running and like, like stuff will like come out of the hole and then like,
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
and then it'll get like cinched up and you're like, oh, my bits.
That's why you should not wear boxers to run.
Boxer
I feel like
briefs are
you should definitely
the real
choose
move.
your
Yeah, choose
undergarments
wisely.
for your activities that you're gonna wear.
That's fair.
Do.
That's fair. That's on me.
Yeah. Anyways, back to you, Veronica. So I know that you're engaged and the wedding is coming up
Yes.
extremely soon. Congratulations. I would like to say that. I'm very excited for you and Hanzo. Do you want to talk a little bit about the wedding and tell us how excited you are?
You know, I've been planning for a little while. Got all my bridesmaids, got all the groomsmen. I'm just trying to find someone to officiate the wedding now. It's definitely been a lot of stress planning it
Oh, I'm
because
sure.
Hanzo is a wife pleaser. He likes to, oh, it's your choice. You can do this. You can do that. You know, sometimes Hanzo, I hope you fucking listen to this. It's nice to have your fucking input. But yeah, no, it's gone great. It's fantastic.
I love that you just called Hanzo out for that because Greg and I just had a fight about the exact same thing.
You know, it's nice to have
so
a man's
annoying.
input sometimes.
Yes, because I literally was like, "What do you want to do?" And he was like, "Anything." And I was like, "That is not what I asked you. I asked
Yeah.
you to tell me an answer." And I'm so glad that you just called him out on later. Greg, I'm
Yeah.
calling
Oh,
you
they
out too. If I ever ask you, you need to answer.
they'd like to do that. It's your day. No, motherfucker, it's our day.
Exactly. It's well, I want you to decide so that you're happy. I want you to make the decisions.
Yeah, Greg and
I
Hanzo,
legit
it's
had
time to assert
yeah.
yourself.
Yeah, assert your fucking dominance. Jesus fucking Christ.
It's time to get toxic.
Wait, intern Sophia, do you have any similar instances of your man not following your instructions?
Probably daily.
Actually, no.
Ah, damn it.
That's
We
shocking.
both like to take the lead, and we're doing just fine.
I'm
You
kind of
go
a
strong
model
ass
partner.
people.
Greg and Hanzo, take notes.
Yeah, take note, motherfuckers.
You know, if
Pen and paper right now.
if
Greg, I raised
Sophia
you
wants to
better.
do something, she just says she wants to do it, and if it doesn't involve me or if it involves me, whatever's clever. And same difference, Sometimes hey, Sophia,
Yeah.
I'm going to go do a thing, and she can go do her own thing. It's we're our own separate entities.
That's amazing.
I
love that.
I love that for you guys. That's actually amazing.
Hell, I think other people in the city, honest to God, see her more than I do.
Really? I see Sophia quite a bit. I love it.
Yeah, it's kind of rare that we're occupying the same space.
Yeah, so sometimes it's nice to have to be separated for a little while. Me personally, I like to have my own space, and sometimes certain people, hint hint, Hanzo, you're listening, motherfucker.
Oh, he's gonna listen to this.
They don't know when to give you space when you're angry. They just like to poke you a little bit more and more
That's
until you
fun.
threaten to shoot them.
That's actually fun. I do like to do that to Sophia, and then she beats me up. She knows karate.
He does.
I guess it's just a man thing.
I don't know what's wrong with us. It's just how we're wired.
For me personally, like if I'm angry, I need to be away from people and just actually relax and take my time to breathe.
And then let me guess,
Yeah.
he's like, "But you're so cute when you're angry," or
He
something, some variation
pulled
of
that line
that.
before. He has definitely pulled that line before.
I don't know what's wrong with us. We're basically a plague on the earth.
You guys really are, but at the same time, it's nice to have y'all around.
Aw.
Just kidding.
Damn, Greg.
Greg,
No,
I'm help you find a new girlfriend. She clearly doesn't love you.
How's that open relationship going?
Hit you.
It's not an open relationship.
Well, you're letting Mr. Don, use your vehicle, and you guys were getting awful cuddly.
No, stop! You're literally no. We're not doing that. We're not starting rumors on the podcast right now about me and Greg's relationship. I'm very happy with Greg.
And
Don,
you're happy with how open he lets you be with Don. I get it.
Oh boy.
No, look, Greg and I are strong enough in our relationship that I don't think a little joke between me and Dawn is gonna cause any problems.
Damn, I don't, you
You
guys
know,
got
Greg
pretty
has my
intimate.
sense of humor.
It's pretty harsh to call what happened downstairs a joke, but all
Oh
right,
my
Don,
I
if
mean,
you
God.
need,
it's a
if you
joke
need
when
any
it's a micro
support, give me a
penis.
call, bro.
While we're on the topic of Fat Dawn, I'd like to throw a little plug in. Fats for Burger Shot.
Oh,
Nobody
fuck
knows a
yes.
burger like a fat guy.
You know,
I
I can't
second
wait.
that.
I'm excited. I'm
Yeah,
excited for Burger Shot to be open again and
I
by good
know. Oh my
people.
goodness, I
And
know.
you know, I really hope they you know, they become a big success in their business and their adventures.
Yeah, I think that would be great. Because it's kind of like there's a hole in the city without Burger
It
Shop
really
being
is.
open.
It's hard. I've had like a 6-month love affair with the spicy chicken sandwich, and
Oh my God, I love
not
that
being
shit.
able to have one is just. I mean, I go in there, I get 6 of them. You know, it's like
So you know what we're
clockwork.
gonna have to do?
Mhm.
We're gonna have to together, right? We're gonna go down to Burger Shop when it opens, and we're gonna get 6 spicy chickens together.
Did you know? If you open the door, it's got an alarm, and the cops will immediately show up.
Oh really?
That's untrue because I was literally in Burger Shop earlier today.
They may have been
Cops, if
busy
you're listening, no, you're not.
because it was uncanny when we were shooting that ad the other day. Every time that door got opened, they would descend.
Oh, the fuck?
We were trying to get a shot in
That's
the kitchen,
crazy.
but you know they wouldn't let us go back there.
Oh, damn. I wonder why. You know, they're probably just hiding back there, making their own spicy chickens and keeping them away from us.
Those sons of
Probably.
bitches.
Right?
Listeners, you can't see this right now, but I'm gripping all of the guns on my person very tightly right now. It's all I can do to not go down to PD and kick the door and go get my goddamn
Maybe-
spicy chickies.
I want my spicy chicky.
I
Let's
want it
just-
now.
Let's go,
Yeah.
PD. Bring us the spicy chickies right now. Nobody gets hurt. Veronica, you didn't know this, but you're actually our hostage until we get spicy chickies.
Oh, that's perfectly fine. Just give me some spicy chicken too.
That's right, Jack Gray and Sutton. If you listen to this, we've got Veronica hostage, and we're gonna keep her hostage until we get our chickies.
Hi, Dad.
Yeah, you hear that, Sutton? We got your daughter.
I did my homework. I know who you're close to, Sutton. Okay, jokes aside.
Jokes aside.
Yeah.
You said that like you had a follow-up and then
You really
followed
did.
with nothing.
Surprise!
Literally, you were
Surprise
like,
attack.
back to business.
Back to serious podcast mode.
And then dead air. Great
Dead
content.
air. Dead air.
You can't just like, okay, it's like, and Veronica.
You know I
Yeah.
can edit out the dead air, right?
Yeah.
I won't because we talked about
Yeah,
it, but I can.
You can't edit it from our memories.
No, we'll always remember the dead air.
We'll always remember the dead air.
Okay.
So, well, Veronica, I want to know more about. I know we kind of got derailed from the topic of you and Hanzo, but I kind of want to go back to it. Like, I want to know like how you guys met because I don't really know the Hanzo Veronica origin story. I want to know like how you met, like all that kind of cute stuff.
You know, for the longest time, this sounds terrible. For the longest time, I actually hated Hanzo in the beginning because he
God.
wouldn't let me get away with a lot of things. Until you know the day that we actually spoke was the day I stabbed Jeff Zoom in the ass cheek and
You
ran.
stabbed a child?
Oh my!
I didn't stab a child.
Allegedly, by the way.
I was already charged for it. Let's be
Oh,
real.
okay.
Yeah, I already
Then
charged
not
for that
alleged.
shit. I stabbed him in the fucking ass cheek because he was being a little shit. And I kind
get
of
it.
like
I ran him over
threw the
one
knife
time.
and ran. And I got a phone call while I was hiding, and it was from Hanzo. And he was like, Veronica, you need to come down to the PD station. I was like, I don't think I want to. So, you know, as I'm on this phone call and putting all the shit away I had on me, you know, getting ready to go down there, and he arrested me that day, and it was, you know, it wasn't terrible. It wasn't terrible. We had a good chat.
That's cute.
And then, he'd be around pizza with with Nico, because he is Nico's brother. And he definitely did pique an interest a few times. And it's just he left PD and he started being around a little bit more, and we started talking a little bit more and hanging around, and yeah, it went from there.
That's cute. That's really cute.
Yeah, he was
It's kind of like the bully to the love story type situation.
He was also the one who he made me realize how much I hated a certain person I was with at the time.
Oh, really?
Made me realize I absolutely hate that person because
Was that Ethan Daddyport?
Yeah, it was. He would blame, Ethan actually blamed me for being kidnapped all the time. It's like, dude, I'm walking from the garage to my fucking workplace. I'm not gonna, I'm
Why
not gonna
don't you
just run away from.
Why didn't you just do that better, like in a way that you didn't get kidnapped?
The last time I got kidnapped from there, I spotted someone kind of being a little bit dodgy, which happens to be one of my own employees, by the way, that kidnapped me the last time I worked there.
What the hell?
Yeah, no, he got fired shortly after. Don't worry about that one.
Good. But
He was
how can
they were being
somebody
real sussy. Like they was following me like a whole ass like around the whole of the Legion. It's like, okay, someone's a little bit dodgy here. Yeah.
I'm still trying to wrap my head around how somebody can blame you for being kidnapped.
Don't get me wrong, it was fun to hang around with, but at the same time, he was frustrating, and I may have threatened to shoot him a few times. I'm not gonna lie, allegedly.
I had the similar, situation with Ethan. Not a similar situation, but
you
him
guys
and I
dated
kind
too?
of had our. No, we never dated. We hung out for a while. A lot of
Damn,
people, I think,
Ethan gets
seem to
around.
think we dated, but we never actually dated. I would say, quote unquote, talked maybe a little bit, but
You were seeing
it
each
was
other.
when I wouldn't say that. I was in a weird place myself. I had just kind of lost who I was a little bit, and I was doing ride-alongs with the cops, and it turned out that I was doing ride-alongs with Ethan. And we started talking and all this, and this was after Foxy had gone into her coma or something had happened. I'm still not 100% sure on what's going on, but I knew Ethan and her were pretty close, whatever. But him and I started hanging out and, getting closer. And one day I kind of just told him, I was like, I feel like I'm losing a lot of friends over being friends with you. And I don't really want to date you because I already kind of, I was kind of like not seeing two people at the same time. I'm kind of known for that. It's fine, whatever. We're
Okay,
past that. I'm in a happy relationship.
Hey, and
But
sometimes it's
yeah.
better that way.
Yeah, but I wanted to be with the other guy more, and so I told that to Ethan, like very maturely, and he kind of blew a gasket, which is typical of Ethan Davenport. We all know him to get a little overly angry in situations,
Dude,
right?
had me arrested
Yeah, I know.
on
He
a
goes
felony
crazy.
charge on purpose.
But then, Foxy like got her memory back, and then they started going together again, which is great for them. I wish them well. But at the same time, it was crazy the amount of people that just don't like him.
I like the guy.
I did. He was
just for the
he had his good
record.
days.
He did. He had great days. He was a really nice person until he wasn't.
Yeah, and he definitely has a temper on him. Like the
Mhm.
guy, if the day, actually, it was the week I broke up with him. He had me arrested for something I wasn't even involved in. I was like inside pizza working, and there was a shootout happening outside, and yeah, I get they have to GSR test everyone, but I was like, I don't consent to this because I wasn't involved. Um, he basically pushed Raven to arrest me on a felony charge of felony obstruction.
Sounds like they
Justice or whatever it is.
violated your Fourth Amendment rights.
They do that often.
They do.
Yeah, they definitely do that often.
I had a run-in with him a long, long time ago. I used to manage the Diamond Casino and Resort ages ago. And yeah, maybe I was selling a little weed in front of the casino. Oh, okay, as one does. And I hear the sirens coming up. And I step inside the front door and I locked it, but I just stood there so like we could talk, but so we could talk without him like just tasing me and cuffing me right on the jump.
Yes.
And he was like, "Why are you selling weed up here?" And we didn't know each other at the time. And I was like,
Mhm.
I'm just giving away complimentary samples to our customers. It's smoking marijuana is perfectly illegal. I'm just being a good
Mhm.
host. And then he just said, "Fuck this," and he drove away. It was yeah, it was an interesting first meeting.
Mhm.
Yeah, he's something. That's the last I'll say about Ethan Davenport.
We got to be friends
He's
after that, but
something.
it was we got off on the wrong foot for dang sure.
Yeah, he definitely it definitely happens a lot with him and multiple people. Which is a shame because behind all that shit, he is actually chill to hang around with.
Yeah, I think he's quite chill. It took a while for me to see that side of him, but I
It does take
enjoy
a
him quite a
while.
bit these days. I also don't do criminal things anymore, so we don't have like a
I mean, I would say neither did I, but I was just arrested for shooting PD.
well,
Sorry,
yeah,
Jack.
that is a crime. You shot Jack Gray?
Me no.
Did you shoot at him or did you shoot him?
I shot him.
Oh, where?
It was that. It was at the jewelry store.
Oh no, I meant on his body.
Oh, I don't know, but I saw him running. And I was like, and I just started kind of, started shooting him. I was like, I don't want you to get over here. Good, I'm good, bud. And then, Bo came from behind and may have shot me in the shoulder or the neck.
Oh my goodness.
If I had a dime for every time that Bo came from behind, amen.
Ayo,
Wait,
Daddy
yeah,
Bo.
Daddy Bo.
I've actually never met. Is it Bowden Schatz? Is that his name?
Yeah, Bowden
Yeah,
Schatz.
he's actually,
Schatz.
I like Bo. Bo's
I've heard
cool.
a lot about him.
Bo
I
is
don't think
really
I've ever
cool.
met him face to face.
I think he's cool. Do we want to say our favorite PD and our least favorite PD? Or should we not?
We can. We could definitely do that.
You go first.
Okay,
Or actually,
so,
we should make the intern go first.
yes.
Wait, me? Where was the question?
Oh, you're not even paying attention, intern.
Are you playing with your
Sorry,
phone in the booth?
No, I still had that
Sophia,
whole
I swear to
concept on my
God.
mind. Balls in the chest, and I was thinking of a better way to refer to it. What do you guys think of chesticles?
Oh my
I
God,
absolutely
yes,
love
chesticles.
chesticles.
Fucking love that shit.
I'm
You
gonna
got
go home.
testicles and I got chesticles.
I'm going home, guys. That's
Bye.
gross.
Does that mean we should then reference balls as like bloobs or something like that?
Bloobs?
Bloobs. Bloobs and
It
chesticles.
sounds too close to blue balls, and apparently that hurts. Does it hurt, Madison?
I wouldn't say that it hurts. Like it's not the same as like getting hit in the balls. That's actual agony, and
Yeah, obviously.
but it's uncomfortable. It's hard to describe exactly like what it feels like, but it doesn't feel good.
Mm-hmm.
For the listeners. Not that I've ever gotten blue balls. I always I always hit my mark.
Stop.
No one's ever blue balled this guy. I'm a real champ right here.
Oh God, one pump champ buds.
2 pump champ. Anyways, Sophia, question was, who's your favorite cop and who's your least favorite cop?
My favorite cop. I haven't had many run-ins with them. I don't know them all that well, actually.
Mm-hmm.
That's a tough one. I'm gonna play that to Theo.
Okay, Theo.
Okay, this is actually pretty easy. Both of mine aren't around anymore.
Oh no, it has to be people who are still around.
Ooh,
So
I barely
they
even know the ones that are around anymore.
Oh damn.
If I had to go with people that are currently around, I can't. I actually can't. I barely even know them.
Mm-hmm.
Barely. My favorite of all time was our former chief Butternubs, actually
Oh my God,
before he
yes.
became the chief, we used to get drunk on rooftops and have all kinds of good times.
Oh, that's awesome.
He was a very chill guy. The only police officer to ever successfully arrest me. And least favorite would have to be that Trig James guy. That guy was out of control.
Trig
Okay.
is definitely
Okay.
my least favorite.
But he's,
I don't think I've ever met
no big
Trig.
deal. Well, good. Good.
Good. All right.
Honestly, no, he's not that bad when you're on the good side of him.
Isn't everybody like that?
Yeah, I mean that's true. It just it just depends what run-ins people have
I
had
mean,
with
I'm
certain people.
sure that there were some people that existed at some point in time that were like, you know what, Hitler, not such a bad guy. He gave me a
there's
ride
probably a
one
lot of people
time.
that do.
I was stuck in the rain, and Hitler pulled up in his car, and he gave me a ride. What a nice guy. And they just didn't know about any of the other stuff.
Exactly.
I'm sure that happened at some point.
Yeah, it probably did happen at some point.
My goodness.
That Hitler guy made sure that my birthday party was fully catered, and they had these weird symbols on the cakes, but, I mean, the cake was good, so who cares?
Cake. Wait, off topic.
Nazi cake.
No. Oh no.
Well,
Oh no.
What if it turned out that the
Off to-
greatest
next
cake of all
question.
time happened to be baked by Nazis? Would you still eat it?
I mean,
I don't-
do I know they're
I don't
Nazis?
know.
You know the
Do we know?
origins of the cake, yeah. You're
I
aware
know
of the
the
origins
cake
of the
came
cake,
from
but
Nazis.
you know that a Nazi baker made it, and they're like not even like the sad kind of Nazi where like they were forced into it, and like their whole family would have been killed if they didn't sign
I mean,
up.
are they on a better
But, like,
path for life?
Oh, this guy's like irredeemable. Like he's just like, I love what Hitler decided to do. I think it was a good idea, and he's adamant about
So-
it. But he's the best baker in the entire world, and the cake makes you orgasm when you take a bite of it.
I'd probably say no because I could make myself orgasm like that.
It's a different kind of orgasm, though.
If
It's a
okay,
unique one.
I think okay. So I'm not Jewish, but I'm like 99% sure Greg is Jewish.
He is.
So I think I have to refrain from answering this question.
I'd try the cake.
Greg
I'd
is
have to know.
Jewish.
I'd have to know. I mean, I'd still beat the guy up. I'd be like, this was a great cake,
Off-
but also fuck you, but I'd have to know.
Off the
Yeah.
record, but on the record, I think I would also try the cake.
See, I'm not a big cake fan.
But like orgasm cake, you wouldn't try an orgasm cake.
I
Just, like,
can't
one
really
bite?
Cake too much.
Lick the frosting off your fingers.
I mean, I'll lick something else off my fingers, but definitely not frosting.
Hey yo, meet me in the back later.
Hey, yo. Sorry, Greg, still in your fucking bitch. She's
Sorry,
mine now.
Hanzo, wedding's off.
Hey,
Yeah.
Sophia, didn't you have some questions written down?
Oh yeah, do we still have time for him? I got
we
a
could bang
couple.
them out pretty quick.
All right.
Yeah,
If you're not fast enough, I'm gonna beat you up later.
Okay.
Oh, jeez,
So
damn.
first question: you've recently become the queen of coffee beans. Can you share what
yes.
care I can provide to my bean to get the best hot beverage out of it? Do you grind it in a special way? Do you use any special machinery?
I think it's all about the
Uh,
clockwise and then counterclockwise grinding
Yeah, you
and
guys,
just interchanging them.
yeah. You gotta do a little bit of everything, and then you have like a little machine that's they'll shake the bud powder out.
Do they actually
Mhm.
flick every bean before it gets roasted?
We tried to. We definitely tried to flick every single bean.
I like a good
Flick.
bean.
Yeah.
Not
Flicking
lick,
the
flick.
beans, man. Yeah, I said flick.
Oh, just making sure.
It's just the accent.
There's
I'm
nothing
sorry.
wrong with licking a bean though. Like,
I
nothing wrong with that.
don't know.
Maybe don't put it in the coffee, but a licked bean, never a bad time.
I don't know. I don't know. I'm not gonna say how I feel about it, but if you've ever watched The Sopranos, I feel like those guys do about that. She gets it.
Okay.
I don't.
I'm not saying it.
Did that
Sophia,
answer your question?
Next
All
question.
right. Next question: what's the secret to your vibrant blue hair?
The secret is a lot of bleach and a lot of Dead Smurfs.
Okay.
Dead Smurfs.
Hold on,
Yeah,
Smurfs are real?
Yeah, they're
Love
definitely
that.
real.
No,
Like,
well, you've never
the
seen
blood and
one
skin
because
is,
they're in her hair.
This just
Yeah, I
in,
stole them
live
all.
live on Weasel News. Smurfs are confirmed real, and Veronica is harvesting their juice for her hair dye.
Yeah,
Love that. Woman power.
right?
I got another one.
Yeah.
So, a while back, you got stuck in a dishwasher.
Oh,
How
yeah.
did you manage to get out?
Well, what happened is Hanzo ended up tripping while he was trying to buckle his belt, and his pants may have fell down, and he may have fell into me a little bit, and then he had to like kind of yank me out of there while screaming, "Oh yeah, almost there."
Because if you scream while you do something, it allows you to exert yourself a little more. I get it. Like karate.
Yeah,
Like
and
when
he
they
was
go
able to pull
ki.
me out in no issue, in no problem, and you know, all of a sudden a kid appeared. I don't know.
Oh my. But I bet he screamed extra loud as soon as,
He definitely
you
did.
were
As
finally
soon as I
out
was
of that.
free,
Hmm.
he definitely
Yeah.
screamed very loud.
Wait, who's
Yeah.
what's the kid's name?
Devante, I'm sorry, bud. I'm giving up your. I'm telling people how you were conceived.
Conceived. I thought he was just helping you out of a
Oh
dishwasher.
no, yeah, just definitely helping me out.
What do you
Yeah.
what do you think about your child's fugitive status?
You know, I don't. You know, I got a phone call yesterday telling me to control people. It's like I don't control my kids. They're grown out. They're grown. I don't believe in controlling them when I don't believe in controlling kids. I'm sorry, like they're gonna do their own thing. That's how they grow up and that's how they learn. So he's gonna, he's definitely probably gonna learn. But his mother, don't forget, his mother does have 10 felonies. It's definitely upsetting, but at the same time, he's gonna do what he's gonna do. Like
So
he is chaos.
So
Hmm.
I'm taking from this that you don't prescribe to the spare the rod, spoil the child ideology.
No, I don't because how I see it, like if you're controlling a kid, they're gonna rebel a little bit. They're gonna rebel more.
Because I just savagely
I don't
beat
wanna.
my stepson when he gets a
Stop.
felony.
No.
I just
You
I just go
beat
in on
him?
him. Oh, savagely. And
See, I
I
don't because
scream
I
and I
want him
like
to
froth at the
learn.
mouth, and he's just so scared of me at this point that he would never dare step out of line.
See, I can't say anything about him having felonies or being a fugitive because I have felonies myself. I did a lot of dumb shit, and you know what? I'm slowly learning from it. And yeah, I'm letting him be his own person. Same with all my kids. They can be all their own people. I don't care. I love them to bits and I want them to at least have a happy life.
That
That's
sounds like
amazing.
some hippie shit. Did you have another question, Sophia?
Yes, I do. The next question is, what's your favorite sweet or savory delicacy pairing with your coffee? And would
Ooh,
you agree that cheesecake is cake?
I gotta say I like to have my muffins in the morning with my coffee. Definitely gotta have a buttered muffin. And cheesecake, it's called cheesecake, but is it actually cake? I don't know. I
No.
don't
The
really.
answer is no. I'm sorry. The answer is no. Cheesecake is not cake. I'm sorry for being so out about cheesecake has a crust. Show me the crust on a regular cake.
I just think
You
that
know,
cheese pie sounds too gross, but and there is a thing called cheese pie that's different from
it's
cheesecake, but cheesecake is way closer to a pie in my opinion.
I will say, cheesecake itself is definitely a dessert that does fall under the name cake, but to be fair, it's not really. I would not class it as a cake personally, just because, just because of how it's made. Because cake is not made out of, cream cheese, for instance.
Right. And just to get my opinion on the record, I do think that if anything that isn't considered a cake is more cake-like, it's definitely a pancake. They're infinitely more cake-like than a cheesecake is.
Yeah, cheesecakes are definitely not cake. That's my final answer.
Cheesecake is pie.
Cheesecake is pie. All right, we've
Or a
reached a
tart.
consensus.
If
It
you
could be a
wanna,
tart.
if you wanna get a little more like specific,
It is
could be a
really more
tart.
tart-like.
Now I want a jam
Yeah.
tart.
What the fuck is a jam tart?
Oh my god. That's for another conversation.
Is it a cheesecake?
No. It's a pastry with jelly in, as you would call it.
Okay.
Fucking
Well,
jelly.
I think that about does it, guys. Thank you for tuning in, dear listeners. This has been People Talk, episode 3, featuring Veronica Barlowe, and also introducing new co-host Blanca Stark and intern Sophia Adams. Have a fantastic day, and keep it easy.
Easy breezy.
Hell yeah.